What is a subtle sign someone isn't a good person? Every time you interact with them, you feel worse than before. Always be aware of gossips and people who are nasty about others behind their backs. You are probably not the only person they are telling. They will probably be gossiping about you to other people. Also, if someone never has anything nice to say about other people, then they are probably saying nasty things about you behind your back. When they apologize during a conflict, they get angry if that doesn't immediately end the conflict because they never truly felt sorry and their only goal was to escape repercussion. This will become evident when the behavior they had apologized for keeps happening and never improves. Signed, someone who has been on both sides of this equation. How they treat the person serving them at dinner. They call everyone else crazy/portray themselves as never doing anything wrong. Talking about how all their friends left them or that they were kicked out of multiple friend groups. It keeps happening for a reason. You feel the need to be careful with how and what you say to them because they'll twist words to make you sound like the bad guy. Too many misunderstandings can make you extremely conscious of yourself and make you walk on eggshells. They cut in line. My ex slowly lost all of her friends over time. She'd make new ones and then somehow burn those bridges too. She also used to gossip and talk shit about everyone she knew, including me. At least one friend who I never met thought I was scum because of what she said about me. Honestly, trust your gut. If the person makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you feel unsafe, makes you feel like you can't trust them, trust that instinct. That is a sign. As a mostly reformed bad person who was raised by non-reformed bad people. They say whatever you want to hear on most occasions. They genuinely show very little concern for your well-being, to the point where you feel your emotions are an afterthought. There's a double standard in the relationship. They can do things you can't. You've caught them doing something really shitty but only once or twice, so you forgive them. They genuinely don't notice when they do something harmful. You find you're always doing what they want to do. You get promises of changed behavior, like a lot, but rarely see any change. You feel insecure around them, like you're always vying for their approval. They have a past, which hey we all do, but it cannot be a great sign sometimes. They tell you, I have told many folks hey, I'm a bad person, and they're like oh no I don't believe you. People warn you about them. People tell you to get away from them. Their apologies are very half-hearted and designed to end the conflict. They don't understand why you can't let things go, but they don't have to. They make you feel bad about some fundamental part of your identity or who you are. You're always aware of how you could be different or better in their eyes. They disappear and come back. They're really vague about things that could be unflattering. The way they tell you about their past highlights the good about them or how they were a victim. They are inconsistent in relationships, moving really fast, then being gone, etc. You catch them in multiple lies. They talk a lot of shit. They 100% talk shit about you. They overcompliment, you're my favorite, etc. They're only around when they need you for something. No changed behavior after apologies, excuses instead of apologies. Trying to make you feel bad for them. Edit O and some other ones since this is blowing up. Generally reckless behavior. Frequently changing friend groups. Uninterested in your life unless it's drama or something they can use against you. You find yourself frequently questioning them or yourself, did that really happen? Did I imagine it? Your version of anything is rejected in favor of their version. You feel uneasy around them, but allegedly have no reason to. They push your boundaries. I can't stress enough that if they're bad to other people, they will do those things to you. You are not the exception. One of my favorite quotes is along the lines of if you see a crazy ex or something that's going to be you eventually. I could go on for a really long time. That being said, on behalf of all bad people, a lot of it comes from significant trauma. If you can cause people that much pain and not care, Usually you couldn't attach to your caregiver in a normal way, so you never learned empathy, my case, or you were taught to fear other people, my case, or you have severe substance use problems, my case, or a personality disorder, me again, or severe mental illness, it's me, it's just about me. Not all folks who have these things are bad people. Watch out for people who need to be rescued as well. The final thing I will say is that if you're someone who grew up in an abusive environment, you're usually gonna have an extra hard time on picking up on abuse, or you're gonna be drawn to folks who are abusive because you aren't used to normal boundaries, and it will feel like love because it's what you know. That can be healed. When they can't apologize. If they say shit like, sometimes I wonder if I'm a bad person, but then I realize that a bad person would never question if they were bad, so I must be a good person. Questioning if you are a bad person does not automatically make you a good person. Bad people are perfectly capable of questioning whether or not they are bad. The difference between a good person and a bad person is not which one questions themselves, but which one gives themselves a free pass. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you, but subtly. They often criticize others but can't handle any criticism about themselves at all. They are very concerned with making sure you know they're a good person. They tell small lies. The kind you might pick up on and not mention cause it's not anything big, but when added up they can completely change the context of a situation. When they always playfully insult you, but can't handle any criticism about themselves at all. Till people on Reddit don't understand the term subtle. They tell you things about their other friends that they should keep between them. It also means they're telling your business to someone else. Edit: no, I'm not talking about venting about your own experiences with a person. I mean telling other people personal and intimate details about someone's life. Or possibly specifically talking shit about their friends, not smaller complaints but saying awful things about them.